Now it is 21.1 kilometer per liter. This is diesel automatic car cruising at 70 kilometer right now. I have almost crossed 32 kilometer from the starting point. It's been 32 minutes I'm driving this car. So I'm almost reaching 22.3 kilometer per liter in terms of mileage. I'm hoping big numbers today. Let's wait and see what is the maximum number I can reach today. .3 kilometer per liter. Yes, you heard it right. In a 2026 Kia Seltos with a 1.5 liter diesel engine and a torque converter automatic gearbox. If you know anything about automatic transmissions, you know that number shouldn't be possible on a normal drive. But a few nights ago, I accidentally cracked the code on this car's fuel efficiency. Hey guys, Guru here, back with another video. It was past 10 PM, the Bangalore traffic had finally died down. And I had one goal: take a midnight drive to Maddur for a cup of tea. But before hitting the highway, I need to make a quick pit stop for a fuel. And that's where the number stories actually begins. I pulled into the fuel station and put in exactly 1100 rupees worth of diesel. Right around 11 liters when I fired the engine back up, the car's computer calculated my distance to empty and settled on a range of 244 kilometers. With that baseline locked in, I reset my trip meter and headed towards Maddur. On the drive out, I decided to play it safe and hypermile. I maintained a steady speed between 50 km and 60 km per hour. At that speed, the car felt incredibly smooth and quiet. I checked the dashboard and the trip meter was sitting just around 14 to 15 km and finally 17 km per liter. Now for a 6-speed torque converter automatic, 17 on the highway is respectable. I accepted it, enjoyed the empty roads and cruised all the way to Maddur. The absence of traffic and noise is complemented by a cool night air and a hot glass of tea. After 20 minutes of break, it was time to head back to home. I jumped back in, reset the trip meter again. However, this time I altered my driving style also. The roads were completely deserted. Instead of folding back at 50 km per hour, I decided let the car breathe a little. I bumped my cruising speed, locking in it right between 60 and 70 km per hour. I expected the fuel efficiency to drop. Going faster means burning more fuel, right? But exact opposite happened. So we almost crossed the 10 km from the starting point. So mileage is showing 17.4 km per liter. Since refueling, I can see I have driven 65.9 km, almost 66 km. I got 18.1 km per liter as of now. So right now the mileage is jumped from 17 to 17.7. Now it is showing 17.9. Its mileage is increasing. So now it has jumped to 18.7 km per liter. Now I am at 19.1 km per liter in the mileage. There is no significant mileage change in the last 1 minute. Now it is showing 20.6 km per liter. Crossed the 70 km from the starting point. Okay, now we are about to reach 21 km per liter. Since it is showing 20.9 km, I'm hoping it crosses. Oh, now it's crossed 21.1 km per liter mileage. So will this cross 22 km per liter? Let's wait and see. Okay, now its number is dropped from 21.7 to 21.5. I think it will not cross 22 km if I see this in mileage drop. As per my experience, it never crossed 22 km. I was hoping that today it will cross, but As you can see, there's no change in the mileage, still sticking with the 21.3 km per liter range. So now I'm touching 21.9 km per liter. It's almost crossed 22 km per liter. This is like unbelievable number. So in my experience, I have not reached this number in terms of mileage. Now it is 21.1 km per liter. About 22, I have never seen the mileage number, especially in this car. This is diesel automatic car, cruising at 70 km right now. I have almost crossed 32 km from the starting point. It's been 32 minutes I'm driving this car. So I am almost reaching 22.3 km per liter in terms of mileage. The numbers on the dash started climbing 18, 19, 20. It kept creeping up until it stabilized at a staggering 22.3 km per liter. Remember that 244 km range after mile 1100 refill? At this efficiency, the car was stretching every drop of that diesel way behind what the computer originally predicted. So, why did a higher speed give me a 5 extra kilometers per liter? It comes down to two things: the engine torque band and how the 6-speed torque converter automatic behaves. The 1.5 liter CRDi diesel in the Seltos pushes out 250 Newton meters of torque, and all that pulling power kicks in the right at 1500 RPM. When I was driving at 50 km per hour, the gearbox was likely hunting between 5th and 6th gear. In an automatic, if the speed is too low, the torque converter doesn't fully lock up. That means there is a fluid slip inside the transmission. The engine is working, but some of that energy is being lost. But when I pushed the speed to 65 to 70 km per hour, the car solidly shifted into the 6th gear. The torque converter locked up completely, creating a direct mechanical link between the engine and the wheels. Just like a manual car, on the top of that, at 65 km per hour in a 6th gear, the engine sits right around 1500 RPM. The exact moment maximum torque is available. The engine wasn't straining, it was just effortlessly surfing on a wave of torque. Okay, the biggest lesson here: driving too slow in a modern diesel automatic can actually hurt your mileage. You don't need to hypermile at 50. You just need to find a speed where your transmission locks into top gear and your engine hits its peak torque. For the 2026 Seltos Diesel Automatic, that magic number is right around 65 to 70 km per hour. If you drive an automatic SUV, what is the absolute highest mileage you have ever squeezed out of it? And at what speed? Let me know down in the comment section. Thanks for riding along on this midnight tea run. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.